This is the most expensive and complicated motorcade in the world. With around 50 vehicles and over 100 personnel, the United States presidential motorcade has a single objective: keep the president alive. At the heart of the motorcade is the car that carries the president himself, known as the Beast. But it's less of a limo and more of a comfy tank. The presidential car, also known as Cadillac One, is designed to withstand any and all attacks. The Beast costs around $1.5 million and weighs in at a whopping 20,000 pounds, which is about the same weight as a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Every Secret Service agent has to pass a 5-day protective driving course, and those who end up behind the wheel of the president's limo undertake even more advanced training. The doors are 8-inch thick, the windows will stop a bullet from a Magnum, and the floor is built on a modified truck bed with armor floor plates to protect from bombs and grenades. It's even hermetically sealed to prevent biological attacks with its own oxygen supply. On board, you'll find rocket-powered grenades, night vision optics, a tear gas cannon, pump-action shotguns, and even 2 liters of the president's blood type. But as we all know, it's not just one car that keeps the president moving. There's a whole fleet of vehicles that play their role when the president's in transit. In fact, the Beast containing the president isn't even the only beast involved. There are at least 2 identical armoured limos in every motorcade, both with matching registration plates. This means that potential attackers have no clue which one contains the actual sitting president. And these 2 limos make up just one part of the motorcade known as the secure package. The vehicles in the secure package are designed to break away from the motorcade should an attack take place. Also in the secure package is the United States Secret Service Countermeasures Suburban. This car jams any remote explosives that might be en route using 2 antennas that send out a huge range of radio frequencies that block any bomb activation signal. It also has electronic warfare sensors that detects if an RPG or anti-tank missile is launched. It's believed that if it did detect a rocket, the car would release smoke canisters across the secure package to throw off grenades and/or missiles. However, that's just speculation because it's obviously classified. After that comes 3 separate SUVs with one distinct difference. 2 of them have their rear window open and 1 doesn't. These 2 SUVs are called the Halfback and the Cat Car. If the president's in danger, it's the job of the Halfback to defend the Beast and the job of the Cat Car to take the fight to the insurgents. The reason their rear window is open? Well, that's so the rear-facing passengers can open fire at a moment's notice. The car with the closed rear window is the control car. The control car carries the most essential staff, such as the president's military aide and doctor. In front of the secure package, you'll find the route car, pilot car, lead car, and a whole host of motorbikes known as sweepers. The route and pilot car scout the route ahead and relay information to the lead car, which leads the secure package to the motorcades behind them. The motorbikes are in charge of clearing the way for the motorcade by ushering cars out of the way and by blocking off roads and junctions. This role may seem simple, but should the convoy need to be diverted for whatever reason, the route and pilot cars must be able to react and communicate that quickly. One example of this was back in 1996. Then President Bill Clinton was visiting the Philippines and was scheduled to meet with a local politician in Manila. During the journey, intelligence officers picked up a message containing the words bridge and marriage. While this may seem like no big deal to you or me, this sent alarm bells going off throughout the motorcade. This is because marriage was known to be a code word for assassination. The motorcade diverted away from an upcoming bridge thanks to the quick thinking of all involved. Soon after, it was discovered that a bomb had been planted under that bridge, the plot reportedly organised by Osama bin Laden. Behind the secure package is a fleet of support vehicles including the ID car, which liaises with other counter-surveillance agencies, the Roadrunner, which acts as a mobile communications centre, and the Hazardous Materials Mitigation Unit, which contains equipment and personnel that can respond to chemical, nuclear and biological attacks, as well as vehicles containing more Secret Service agents, politicians, emergency personnel and members of the press. Now, all of this may seem like a lot, and that nothing could ever go wrong, but the Secret Service actually view it as the exact opposite. To them, the safest motorcade is no motorcade. Travelling by car is seen as one of the moments when the president is at their most vulnerable, so the motorcade will only be used for journeys of 30 minutes or less. For everything else, there's Marine One and Air Force One. It's estimated that this one trip which takes around an hour, costs over $150,000. So in short, it's an expensive business protecting the most powerful person in the world. But many would argue it's a small price to pay.